Hello and welcome to another Raggy's Beers, Wines and Spirit review. Today from Brewboard, part of the low-cost beer Draught Discovery Pack. This is from 10 little bottles, 33 mils each. Well, sorry, 333, 330 mils each, or 33 cls, depending on what you want to do. It's a little bottle, yeah. And this is their Bambino American Pale Ale, 5.1% from Brewboard, and it's their Brewboard's flagship American Pale Ale. Provides a heavy-hitting dose of tropical fruit flavours and a bitterness from the classic combination of Chinook, Citra and Mosaic hops, accentuated by a sweet malt foundation. The foundation of sweet malt. So, yeah, I couldn't do a live review yesterday. And a couple of beers too many in the afternoon. And then bugger me later on. Well, sod it, I'll do a bloody wine review. So as you do, I drank a bottle of wine. Oh dear. I am being good today. That I'm only going to drink what I'm reviewing, which is the best way, I suppose. Really. Ooh. So there, just about sit. I need to get this flipping camera angle sorted out, don't I? So. Gold to amber pour, white head, tropical hit on the nose. Oh, nice tropical taste, nice twang in the background. Very nice. And you know, I've said it so many times, but if you're watching these reviews for the first time, these draft beers from Low Cost Beer are amazing. The idea, I was told about the idea several months back now, and you know, a new idea that they're trialing, and for me, it's been an amazing success. Well played, those people. Yeah, can't fault it, can you? Beers from all around the world, beers that you just don't see in supermarkets, and that's great because there's a lot of stuff out there that we can't get hold of, and these discovery packs are amazing. 15 quid at the moment, 10 different beers, whatever they've got at the time, so it's going to be changing every, I would say once a month. It's worth getting another 10 and keep changing it, and brilliant. As a beer fan and a beer reviewer, this to me is brilliant. And obviously at the moment we can't go to the pubs anyway, and if we wanted to, until they sort out some bloody antivirus and anti-vaccine rather. So until that's sorted out, this is the closest thing to having a pub on your doorstep. In fact, it's like drinking in the pub in here anyway for me, but yeah, it's it is truly, these are truly brilliant, and this is from Brewboard Brewing. I presume it's an American company. I don't know a lot about them, to be honest, and I still haven't sorted out properly computer situation. I need a little computer in here. I've got a spare monitor, got spare bass units, and I've even got spare laptops really, but I need to rig it up so I can actually get the Wi-Fi down here, not be tapping into my phone's Wi-Fi. But it's something I'll sort out in due course. Get one of them long range adapters. So I've just posted a video just 2 seconds before I put this online. Lidl's Christmas beers are coming out. So they've got 2 beers. Their winter special, Haverwoods, probably Marston's. And then Hogsback Brewery and their Advent Ale. So thank God I didn't order that yesterday. I've been gutted. So 2 more beers. Still not seen anything at Tesco. Still not seen anything at Asda or Sainsbury's. Sainsbury's usually have bar humbug by now though. Don't tell me they're going to use coronavirus. They use coronavirus as an excuse not to have certain things. But I'll tell you now that most of the stuff that goes off on the shop floor is a year in advance. Offers are so far in advance, you won't believe it. So, you know, a lot of it's rubbish. And Although, you know, let's hope it does. I mean, B&M usually are one of the best. Nothing at home bargains at the minute. I'm hoping that low cost get hold of some Christmas beers as well. Christmas draft and seasonal stuff. Now, if I was a brewery, I'd be thinking that using low cost as a bit of an outlet to get their beers out there, you know, work out the pricing, you know, that's obviously nothing to do with any of us, but get your beers to these fellas. These will sell it by draft, and you know, there's lots of times in the year when we can have themed beers, Christmas beers, New Year beers, Father's Day, Valentine's. The list is endless. Mother's Day, you know, so on and so forth. Halloween, bonfire, yeah. But there's so many. I mean, at one stage, Lidl had quite a lot of different, via Shepherd and Neem, had a lot of different themed beers. Some for Wimbledon and that. And since they went to the Haverwood range, it's actually killed it off a bit. I mean, and then some of them Shepherd and Neems weren't that great, but you know, at least they was themed. I mean, nowadays we're not getting hardly any themed beers in supermarkets, which is crap. Because now you're forced to pay the stronger prices, should we say. You're not getting supermarket price beers, you're getting, you know, brewery price beers, which are always more expensive. You know, always more expensive because you can't buy what they, you know, unless you go in somewhere like Marston's, who even in their brewery sell their beer at £1.25 a bottle, which is actually cheaper than what you can get it in shops most of the time. That bucks the trend. Usually it's the other way around. Usually it's £3 a bottle and upwards. But hey, that's business, isn't it? I mean, unless you can afford to buy 100,000 bottles and come to a deal, then you're going to be paying £3 or £4 a bottle, can and upwards. So, But anyway, back to this fella. So for my birthday, my son bought me a Command and Conquer remastered, Red Alert remastered. I absolutely love the Command and Conquer games, and obviously, not been. Obviously, I had some testing months along the way this year, but now I'm getting back to the normal raggy, the quite strong, quite putting everything back where it used to be, like getting back on with my websites, getting back on with all normal life, and it's great, it really is. And trying to calm down on the beer as well. That's about the only Achilles heel I've got at the moment, but the rest of it's coming back nicely. But yeah, so I'm gonna quick review, back in the ass, have a look, see what we're having for dinner, get something out of the freezer, let it defrost a bit or whatever, and looks like I'm cooking dinner today. But yeah, what did we have last night? Oh, chinky last night. So today, nice dinner. Or dinner-ish at least. You know, it's a case of get what you're given. Oh, again, a great beer. You know, a great beer in a pub setting. This would be an amazing beer. And the price you pay for this in a pub, you know, a lot of these beers are well expensive in pubs. I mean, I've been in the craft beer pubs that, bloody hell, you know, you don't get much short of £6 a pint. But hey, you know, that's, you pay for what you get, don't you? You want something that's new, decent, different, then you'll pay the price. You want something mass produced, not so good, you know, you have it, and I mean, that's where the likes of Green King and pubs, you go in and they've only got a couple of options, and it's always usually a Green King or Abbott or something. I mean, Abbott's nice, but you know, when you go into these pubs, you want to try something new. It's the whole reason I go to pubs, when I go to pubs, to try something different. I don't want to be tasting the same beer every flipping time. That, isn't it? I did actually have some the Peaky Blinders Christmas pudding stout last night. I had another bottle last night. That's why I got a little bit. That's why I had to cancel the live, because and wasn't so bad last night. So I'm going to do a warm review up the house of it, and it might have to be a camera review instead of a phone review, because in the house I think there's an issue with the Wi-Fi and the internet, and with the concrete walls. I mean, obviously this is a wooden shed, so it you know, you don't really get, as long as you can get your mobile connection going, you're laughing. But in the house, going through walls and that, I suppose it breaks it down. Anyway, I rattled on far too long. It's only a beer. Let's get it drunk. Oh, very nice. And at what time is it? It's still early. I think it's only about 1 or 2 o'clock. Half 1. So this is filmed at half 1. So it won't be long before it's online. Let's put it that way. Lovely. So, Bambino, American Pale Ale, 5.1%. Good aroma, you know, that tropical aroma, nice twang in the back end, and fully drinkable, very quaffable. And I've not come across any of these draft beers that haven't been really decent. I won't bore you and going on. Let's get to the foot. Out of 5. Out of 5 for me. About 4.3 out of 5. Yeah, I enjoyed it. It was nice, and yeah, nice to have another notch on the old craft beers, or draft beers as it is. Yes, very interesting. And that's it for this beer review. Thank you for watching, and as always, see you soon. Stay safe. Cheers.